Hi guys, it's me, Chipsy, and finally every video of mine starts with this sentence, but finally I found some time to create the Draw This in Your Style event prizes. Because some months ago I started a Draw This in Your Style event on my Instagram account to celebrate that I hit 3,000 followers. It's already have been so long, so we already reached 5,000, so you can see how slow I am. But you know, university is really stressful sometimes, so I'm really thankful about your patience. But to explain you what a Draw This in Your Style event is, it is when you have to redraw a specific drawing from an artist in your own style, literally. And I chose a drawing of my OC, of course, of sprinkles. And I'm still overwhelmed about the huge amount of entries we got and the huge amount of reactions overall. And we even reached about 100 incredible participants, so oh my god, I'm still, you know. I chose the winners randomly, like a raffle. It was no contest, so everyone could take part. And as I told you, if we will hit 100 entries, I'll choose 10 winners, and this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to draw 10 Draw This in Your Style drawings from the winners in my style. So have fun, and I hope my hand won't hurt afterwards. So let's get started.
For the first drawing, I picked a chibi because I don't draw them so often. I also mostly use lighter skin tones, so I was happy about this opportunity to play around with other skin colors again. It was already a lot of fun when I created my Pokemon fan art of Bia and Nessa. For all 10 rewards, I used a more doodly style and painted on the colors on one layer to save some time. This chibi redraw took me about 1 hour. After the rough line art, I filled in the base color and toned it with the colors of my raffle winner, which she used in her drawing. Then I slowly start to add shadows and highlights. To make it look more cohesive, I love to complete my colorations with colorful reflection. You can see them, for example, at her dress and beret, where I put the pink of her hair onto the sides. Slowly it's getting there and I'm done. Now we're getting to the next one. It's from Mune-chan, and I must say I love the colors she used here. I was so excited to make this redraw just because of the colors. What I enjoy most about drawing digitally is erasing and scaling and moving parts is so easy. And I always tend to draw the heads of my figures too big, so I can just shrink them a bit in like a second. You can't do that on paper, sadly. And that's at the moment a little bit annoying, since I'm working on my second volume of my secret sketchbook tour zine. Maybe I'm just a perfectionist again, since it's absolutely not about drawing perfectly in a sketchbook. After a lot of mixing colors together, I dyed the line art with brighter shades, always matching the colorations. So I used pink for the skin parts and turquoise for the hair, etc. Then I added some finishing white lines and voila, done! This drawing took me about the longest, about 1 hour and 30 minutes, but it was a lot of fun too. Next we've got here a very sweet but also interesting character. She got some liquidy hair ants, which adds some really cool new texture to draw. I like drawing water, but I don't know if I'm that good in it. But it's a very lovely character design. I always love to blend the skin color into the hair. This way it looks a lot softer, and I also do it the other way around. So I use the blue purple as a shadow color for the skin. You can do the same with the top and bottom of the dress. I really like using this effect, as you might notice, and I think it gives the fabric a very airy and light touch. Now I'm changing the line art color again, I'm adding the white lines, and these pieces are already done in 1 hour and 15 minutes. 7 more drawings to go! I use orange very rarely, and I even don't know why. I just don't like tomato red, but I'm into all yellowish orange shades, especially mustard and mac and cheese shades. That's why I enjoyed this redraw a lot, not only because of the colors, but I just adore drawing long curly hair. To be honest, there's not a lot I'm changing in this redraw, because the reference is already really pretty. I only tend to use colorful shadows for the blouse instead of grayscales, and instead of pure black I choose a grayish brown color. To make the background a bit calmer, I just stamped on some cute hearts and that's it. The next drawing is without the coloration, but I added some simple shading so it won't look so plain. It only took me about 45 minutes and I think that's quite interesting to know afterwards. When I draw a figure, I always start with the head and body to get the proportions right. And even if the character will get some clothes drawn on later, this way you prevent possible anatomy mistakes in my opinion. I remember how I drew manga girls in dresses, but the knees were misplaced so it looked like she had enormous long or short legs. So be a good artist and practice figure drawings. And yeah, we're already done. That was fast, like I already told you. And here's already the next one. That's drawing number 6. And yeah, we're already halfway through. The artist Natura created this cute little illustration and I was excited to try to draw a cap again. I almost never draw caps because I think they're sometimes a little bit complicated to make them look nice, because most of the time they turn out a little bit wonky. But I think I nailed it this time. I'm not sure, so tell me. Oh, and I forgot one of her orange slice earrings, but I added them at some point, don't worry. And can we talk about the colors again? I really love working with colors. Natura used purple shadows in her hair, but I decided to keep the blue from the background. I personally tend to select 3 to 4 main colors for an artwork. So here it is for me: blue, orange, yellow, brown and some little green parts for the leaves. Here comes the second earring, the shadow underneath the cap, highlights, some bubbles and then the last orange slices and we're finished. I like it a lot and I did it within 1 hour. 7th drawing and 3 more to go. I'm truly getting tired. And I see that you avoided drawing her hands, gasp! But don't worry, I'm not judging you, but feel free to try it more often. Better try it and make a mistake instead of avoiding it for a long time, so you'll never learn how to draw hands properly. I also still do mistakes when it comes to drawing hands, although I've been drawing for about 10 years and longer, but that's okay. But here I also got lazy and didn't do the background, because yeah, I was lazy and tired. I definitely need to practice backgrounds in future, and I really should put this into my New Year's resolutions. I made her rose on the dress to look like some embroidery, and it was a lot of fun to draw the fishnet parts. With some more folds and gaps, I made the skirt look a little bit fluffier, some cute stars here and there, and it's done. And I keep going and going and going. My poor hand. I'm left-handed, but if I have to throw things, I use my right arm. It's really weird. When I was little, my dad taught me how to throw stones into the lake, and he's right-handed, so maybe that's the reason. But I'm also able to use scissors with left and also right. Yeah, I don't know why, but I can. Let's get back to my beloved 3 to 4 color theory. The character has some red and pink bows on her outfit, but I kind of had to change them into one similar color. Her large bow has a warm toned red color, while the small bows are sugar pink, and that clashed a bit in my opinion. Same with the green of her sweater. I changed it to a warmer toned leafy green, so the colors will look a little bit more cohesive together. Now I'm adding the last little details and we're already done again. This drawing reminded me so much of Arina Tanemura. Not only the art style, but also the outfit looked like it's one of her older designs. I still love her current artworks, although her style changed a bit. But I'll always keep her nostalgic, big-eyed shoujo drawings in my heart. Did you know that I started drawing manga because of an illustration of Phantom Thief John? When I was little, I saw it in an old German anime magazine. I fell in love with her purple eyes and just had to draw her. And that was my start into my manga artist career. As you can already see, I'm using my limited color palette again. I really like to use this technique. And sometimes I think it's the best practice to limit your opportunities to learn something new. If you want to try this too, just pick a small amount of colors and have fun with them. And after this huge amount of details, this drawing is also finished. And yes, we're already at the last drawing I'm going to redraw. I will be so dead afterwards. Here I am drawing a Peachette inspired Rosalina and it turned out so cute. I love her. It was so much fun drawing her. And this time there were a lot of cool tone shadows which created this night atmosphere. First, I started to add this color into her hair and it looked a little bit weird in the beginning, but that's normal, don't worry. Just make your way and it will look better and better. We also got this pink cloud at the bottom, so I also put some cute pink highlights onto her blue dress, skin and hair. And the best part was to add all these stars and glitter. Now I really want to draw more sparkly stuff on my own, or just use real glitter. I really miss drawing traditionally, so since I have vacations now, I really need to take this opportunity and create some glittery ACO cards. And yeah, we're done. Finally, we're done! Oh my god. After months. And yeah, let's look at the results again. I'm happy about every single drawing, I must say, and it was indeed a lot of fun, but also very exhausting. I hope my commentaries were helpful, although I mostly talked about colors. And thank you so much again for your wonderful Draw This in Your Style event entries, and they make me so happy and I'm so thankful. And I'm also thankful for my dear patrons because they help me to create my content and that I can pursue my hobby drawing as maybe a freelance job in future. So yeah, we will see us next time. Bye guys!